from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
next game, we got Virginia Tech taking on West Virginia. This line opened up in favor of West Virginia, a -3, and it's still the same. In fact, if you're a fan of West Virginia for this one, there's some spots that got it open -2.5. The total opened up at 46.5, and that thing has jumped up to 50 as a consensus. A lot of spots do have it at 50.5 or 51, so you can catch them there as well. Virginia Tech upset at North Carolina week 1, 2-0 against the spread, 2-0 on the year, while the Mountaineers are 1-1, 1-1 against the spread as well. Get to these actual factuals real quick. V-Tech, the under's gone under 5 out of the last 6 games. They're 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing against West Virginia. V-Tech 7-2 straight up in the last 9 games against West Virginia. The over's gone over 5 out of the last 6 whenever V-Tech's on the road. They're 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games when playing on the road against West Virginia. 5-2 against the spread. 5-2 straight up in the last 7 games when playing against a Big 12 opponent, and 4-8 against the spread in the last 12 games when played on week 3. West Virginia, the unders hit 4 out of the last 6 against V-Tech. 6-0 though, straight up in the last 6 games at home. Like I said, 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games against V-Tech. 1-5 against the spread again in the last 6 games in the ACC. 8-3 against the spread in the last 11 games in the month of September. And the total has gone over 11 out of the last 4 teams when they are playing as a home favorite. West Virginia taking on V-Tech. Flat Top, what you got for this one?
This one was an interesting game to me just because of how these teams operate. And, you know, Virginia Tech with the huge upset of North Carolina to start out their season. So, you know, they getting a lot of people. They covered last week. I think they were 20.5-point favorites, ended up winning by 21. And then West Virginia, their quarterback has been lighting it up. Their offense has looked really, really good. Defense is about what you can expect from, you know, Big 12 defense. Just score more than you give up. For this one, I'm kind of interested in someone else's. I am pretty sure I know what I want to do, but in case you guys have some knowledge that I don't, I might have to piggyback a little. So, Marley, I would love to hear what Marley thinks on this one.
Yeah, I'll take it. I took North Carolina in that upset that Virginia had against North Carolina week 1, and I watched that game, and I was highly impressed with Virginia Tech's defense. And what I had to question was, okay, is North Carolina that bad offensively, or was Virginia Tech that good defensively? And I think it's a little bit of both. I think Sam Howell, quarterback from North Carolina, they got a bunch of new receivers. Chemistry wasn't quite what it probably needed to be at that time. And Virginia Tech's a really good defense.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit of both. I haven't seen a lot of West Virginia, but I looked at the numbers of the Maryland game because they played a Powerpuff last week, and I don't care what they did in that game. So I went back and looked at a lot of what happened at the Maryland game, and I haven't seen Maryland play, but I watched them play last year a lot, and I kind of like the little Maryland team. I mean, they're not by no means they're a top tier team, but I think they're.
The thing about them is Tua. You know, Tua's little brother.
Yeah, they're sneaky.
I think Lil Tua's good, and I think he's I think that offensively he can move the ball. They can score with him. Defensively, I think it's Maryland. You know, you kind of get what you get defensively. They're below average to below average defense, and they held this West Virginia team to 24 points. Even though it was on the road, I don't know how tough it is to play in Maryland, but Maryland defense is nowhere near on the same level as Virginia Tech's defense. I personally think they got the wrong team favored here. I think Virginia Tech is really good. Probably one of the better teams in the ACC. Let me get to my notes real quick. Yeah. Burmeister. That's his name. Burmeister. 26 over 2 games. 26 for 43, 311 yards, 2 touchdowns, interceptions, 70.4 QDR. He's been playing really good football. He's also leading the team in rushing with 17 carries and 94 yards and a touchdown. And then you got Turner on the outside with 8 receptions over 131 yards. I like West Virginia here. I like Virginia Tech here. I'm gonna pull a coach move. I was gonna initially say the +3, but I actually really think they can win this game on the money line. I think the wrong team is favored here. I know they're at home. Home's usually worth 3 points. So I guess they're staying on a neutral field. Virginia Tech, these teams are even, but I don't think these teams are even. I think Virginia Tech is a better team. So I like Virginia Tech, and I like them on the money line. Official play.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. If I was to have a lean, I would definitely lean towards the team that can score more, which will be West Virginia, just because that old Big Ten. Excuse me.
West Virginia isn't the Big 12 team that scores points.
Big 12. Well, they scored over 21 in the last 2 games. So
one of those games were against
a Maryland team that beat them, because I know that was
Maryland. I'm talking about Lithuania. Yeah, Maryland. They only scored 24. I mean, but that's what I was saying. Maryland's defense is not.
I don't think VTech's going. Man, West Virginia is a hostile environment as well. So
yeah, that I do know. It is a tough place to play.
But I'm gonna pass on this one, man. So let's go ahead. Oh, so official play, Marley. You only had official play for this one.
Yes, I'm on Virginia. Virginia Tech.
Okay, VTech.
And then
+3 or money team.
I'm taking the money line.
Money line, okay. All right. Flat Top, you want to make a play or you want to pass on this one?
No, same here. That's what I had originally had written down. Virginia Tech as the upset. Marley kind of win and elaborate a little more. I know when we talked about that first week, this isn't a Frank Beamer or team. I think this one's a little bit better. Defensively, what they did to Howell, and I think with you saying, is this a mix of them having good defense or North Carolina having a bad offense? I mean, last week, North Carolina put up, 59? So their offense is still pretty good. It's high octane as they thought it was going to be. So that leads me to believe that Virginia Tech's a little bit sneakier than people are giving them. I don't know why. They were the underdog. I looked at it, making sure I was reading it right. But I think they have the wrong team favored, and I'm going to rock with that money line, Virginia Tech. That's going to be the final play.
Yes, sir.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from